right, Sahara Las Vegas. I am inside my room here. This is a dedicated room tour of my Blanca King. I like that name, Blanca King. It sounds very regal, very sophisticated. This room is special for a few reasons. Number one, it's beautiful. I'm liking it. I'm gonna give you a tour and show you why I like it, at least thus far. Number two, it is cheap. It is the most inexpensive room they have here. It is the cheapest room they have here at Sahara. And because of those reasons, because it is beautiful and because it's cheap, it is a great value. So far, initial impressions, I'm liking it. I have seen this room before. Almost a spitting image of it. Not in Vegas though. I've seen this room 2,000 miles away, and that's because I stayed at the SLS Brickell in Miami, and it had pretty much the identical decor, identical setup, pretty much the identical theme. And when I walked in, I'm like, that's right. This used to be the old SLS. So for those of you historians in Vegas, for the longest time this was the Sahara, and then it was the SLS, and then I think for a minute it was like a W property, and now it's back to being the Sahara. And I think of all those brands, it feels like the Sahara more than any of those. It doesn't really feel like a W, and although it looks like the SLS, this is the SLS decor. As you can see, these mirrors are so trick and so cool. This property feels like the Sahara, so it's back to being the Sahara. Let's check out this room. I'm gonna start in the bathroom as we enter here. Again, it's pretty no nonsense. You have a single vanity. You definitely have the SLS flair going on in the room. You have an accent wall, white and black with a hat, just a random hat. Not really sure what that signifies. You have a mirror set up here. It's not just any mirror. You have some geometric shapes. You have an oval, you have a square. Again, single vanity. And then here is your shower. No rain head, no dual shower head or anything like that. No water closet, toilet right here at the end. Pretty no nonsense. And I think that's why it feels like a Sahara more than anything, because for a W or for an SLS, I don't know, I think it should be more luxurious than this. But for a Sahara, for a nice, affordable 4-star, 4.5-star room, it feels like a Sahara. Here is your mini bar. It's not set up at the moment. Maybe that's just because of the times we're in. But the nice thing about that is that your mini bar is now just a mini fridge. So I will put this to good use. A couple waters were waiting for me here when I walked in. And then as we transition into the main room, I'm loving the setup. They really maximized the space. It's white in here, so all the light is amplified. It makes the room feel and look a lot bigger than it really is. These mirrors are really cool. I mean, you can see the illusion that it gives off when you take a look at it right there. Right, it looks like the mirrors go on and on and on. This is a great selfie setup. So for those of you that like to take your photos in hotel rooms, I'm one of them. This is like the perfect opportunity. How cool are these mirrors? Here's how they power on and off. Just with the touch of a button right there. The button is illuminated. It's just a really, really cool setup. So besides the House of Mirrors illusion, I noticed this in Miami. This is pretty much an identical setup, although it's of Vegas. So this is like a desk mat, and you can't move it. And I immediately tried to move it because look, it's off kilter. It's not even on here proportionally, right? It's just kind of off kilter, and it doesn't fit right. But I think it's that way on purpose. They did it on purpose, which is very SLS-like, which is very W-like. They like to be a little quirky, a little off kilter on purpose. They think it's stylish, and I'm not gonna disagree. Again, TV right there. You can see the TV from no matter where you are in the room. You do have a sitting chair here. It's pretty much just, I think, for decoration and for accent, but I will give it a go, and then I will promptly get up because that chair is brutally uncomfortable. I do like this metallic oak. What is this, a footrest or end table? Either or, dual purpose. And then you do have a reading light over here. I am really digging the decor in here though. You know, lots of metallics, lots of ombre type stuff, whites and pinks and blacks. This place just oozes coolness. This place is really cool. And I think another reason this room could be valuable or give a great value is because you have not just a foot bench, you have a foot sofa. You have a sofa at the end of the bed here. And I always think that is like the utmost punctuation point in the bedroom, is to have either a foot bench or a sofa at the end of your bed. And you have one right here. And this is almost full size. I guess technically it's a love seat, but if you had to have someone sleep here as a last resort, I don't think they'd be that disappointed. Somebody could absolutely crash here for a night or two. So if you want to jam 2, maybe 3 people in this room, I think you could do that pretty easily, given that the third person is a pretty sound sleeper. Let's check out this bed. And here is the headboard. And the headboard looks really cool. It's white. It goes across the entire wall, not only lengthwise, but height-wise. But it is absent in the most important part, and that is the part that is behind the bed. Because you have a window right here. This is not the headboard. This is just a vinyl window covering. And yeah, that's not the best view, so I can see why they have the window shade on there. So your headboard is a window. Another quirk here at the Sahara. Let's check it out. Let's see what this is like. Is it going to be an SLS bed? It feels like an SLS mattress. It is soft with a little bit of spring. It is not the worst mattress I've had. That would probably go to the Cosmopolitan. Those mattresses are terrible. That's not bad. Of course, I'm going to need to sleep on it. You can never truly judge a mattress on first bounce, on first flop. But that wasn't bad. A lot of Vegas mattresses are really firm. That one was more on the softer side, and I think that's a nice change of pace. So that is pretty much it for this room. You know, you got some outlets and some USB here by the bed. I'm not going to go into all the nuances, you know, and you have some really cool lights here as well. There's a nice white JBL speaker. I think I'm going to finish on that note. I think the decor, the aesthetic, the style, the theme, the concept is very well done in this room. It is very cohesive. It is very synergistic. Everything plays into each other. There is a lot going on in this room, but it's not cluttered. Again, it's cozy, but not claustrophobic, not cramped. When you take a look at what this room is, you have a king-size bed, you have a large love seat, which someone could sleep on if they have to. You have a chair, 2 awesome trick mirrors opposing each other, which is super cool. You got a little desk, you know, for a workspace, and then you got a single vanity bathroom. I think, you know, for the base model room, this thing is actually really, really nice. I'm here for 3 nights. This is just my first impression. My tune could change, but as of right now, I'm singing a pretty sweet carol right now. I'm really digging this place. So I am here for 3 nights. There's a lot to see on this property. I guess there is some awesome dining, and there's a lot of history here. So I'm going to definitely kind of explore that. Not in this video, by the way. This is just the room tour. If you want to know what the property is like and what the restaurants are like and where the best food and where the best drinks are, you definitely want to check out that experience video. Eventually, I will drop a link in the description below.